Hello, everyone. This is Scribe, and with me, as always, is the lovely Ranting Monkey. Say hi, Monkey.
Hi, Monkey.
And as always, the lovely SDA. Hi, SDA.
Hi.
And we spared you all a long and involved conversation about the new Spider-Man movie. We may talk about it in the stream a little bit, or we might talk about Spider-Man a little bit in the stream. But we are contemplating, after we've all seen the movie, either making a Spider-Man stream or at least setting aside some time in one of the nightly streams to talk about it, because I saw it today. Sorry, go ahead.
Make it a deep topic.
Deep topic, Spider-Man. Yeah, I saw it today. I enjoyed it. I have my own quibbles about a couple of things, but overall, it was a lot. It was right on point with most of the stuff that I would have hoped for a Spider-Man movie in the Marvel cinematic universe. So I'd recommend it. If you're iffy on whether or not you're going to like it, definitely get a matinee or something. But I think it's worthwhile. I will give a big tip. The post-credit scene, the very last post-credit scene after all the credits have rolled, not worth waiting for. Wait until you can watch that on YouTube or something. But the first one they do after the main credits are over with, then that's worth watching.
I think it's funny. Irate Prostate just said, "I heard it's a John Hughes movie."
Yeah, it's funny you should say that, but I won't say too much more about it. Not right now, anyway.
I only laughed because when we were talking before the stream, he actually referred to it as the John Hughes Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, it was attempting to do that for sure, and in some cases was really trying to let you know that that's what it was trying to do. But anyway, well,
yes, Lady Monkey. Lady Monkey, there is a new Spider-Man movie out.
Oh, she doesn't know?
Oh, I haven't been asked out on a date.
We can go out on a date.
Oh boy, date night. Okay, so why are we an hour? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, as to why we're an hour late, I was supposed to stream with Patty Politics at 9 p.m. my time over on my channel, but we had to reschedule, so we're going to do that on Sunday at 8 p.m. my time on my channel. And I think it'll be my night, so we might start at like 9:30 that night, but I'll let you guys know.
Cool.
Okay. And before I forget, Monkey Dick, Jim Jones, movies, which we've kind of already started covering. And also, if you have not already, please hit that like button. And let's see, unless there's something else, I guess we can move into the schnews.
Cool.
Okay. As the title might indicate, there was another Trump handshake today. A big one.
Uh-oh.
A big one. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess who it was
Not
with? I know.
The boys, a boob.
Yes, he shook hands with a boob. Grab him by the boob. That's how that works.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first story is, of course, U.S., Russia disagree over what Trump and Putin actually said to each other.
No.
And it took 2 CNN reporters to file this story, just so you know. Okay, this is from Hamburg, Germany. Hamburg. Should I talk like this for the whole thing?
No, fucking shouldn't.
Okay. President Donald Trump and Russian President Vladimir Putin met for over 2 hours Friday afternoon, discussing interference in U.S. elections and ending with an agreement on curbing violence in Syria. But a diplomatic dust-up immediately broke out after the session when Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Trump accepted Putin's assurances there was no Russian involvement in the 2016 American election. The dispute only underscores the challenges that remain in the fraught relationship between the United States and Russia, whose 2016 election meddling, you say this is a fact, by the way, CNN, thank you, has hung over the Trump White House for months as multiple investigations proceed in Washington. Yes, it has been months. And the investigations have been proceeding for months. And what have they turned up? Nothing.
But Scribe.
Yes.
Bad Russia.
Yes. Yes. I mean, honestly, I want bad Russia because James Bond needs better bad guys. That aside, Trump opened the session by, quote, raising the concerns of the American people regarding Russian interference in the 2016 election, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson said in an off-camera briefing after the meeting. Russia asked for proof and evidence it was involved, which the U.S. did not produce in the meeting. Imagine that.
Oh boy.
Quote, they had a very robust and lengthy exchange on the subject, Tillerson said. Whenever I hear robust, I'm just thinking angry. That's what I think when I hear robust. Sent that way.
When I hear robust, I hear robust.
I think of a robust feminist argument.
Robust feminist argument.
Robust. The president pressed Putin on more than one occasion regarding Russian involvement. President Putin denied such involvement, as I think he has in the past, unquote. Lavrov, speaking on camera in a separate briefing, said that Trump was okay with Putin's version of events. Quote, President Trump said he's heard Putin's very clear statements that this is not true and that the Russian government didn't interfere in the elections and that he has accepted these statements. That's all, Lavrov said, according to a CNN translation. Both Tillerson and Lavrov were in the room with Trump and Putin for the bilateral talks. A senior Trump administration official immediately denied that Trump accepted Putin's claim of non-interference. Trump pressed Putin on election meddling and then moved on, Tillerson said. I think that the two presidents, I think rightly, focused on how do we move forward, he said. How do we move forward from here? Okay. Let's see. U.S. intelligence agencies. Oh, and by the way, I will be doing that sort of dramatic reading of that article from last night. I have my screenshots. I just have to record it now. Speaking of U.S. intelligence. U.S. intelligence agencies concluded in a report released earlier this year that Russia ordered an, quote, influence campaign to harm Hillary Clinton's chances of winning the election. Talks Friday focused on how the two countries secure a commitment that the Russian government has no intention of interfering in future elections, Tillerson added. How do we have a framework where we have capability to judge what is happening in the cyber world? Is America going to guarantee they will never interfere in other people's elections ever again?
No.
No, of course not. Why would they?
But technically we don't do it anyway, do we?
No, of course not. Of course not. Never have.
Yeah.
Never will. Bay of Pigs. Never mind.
We're above.
All right, so here's the piece of news that actually is interesting that came out of this. The Syria deal. After the session, Tillerson announced a ceasefire in southwest Syria. The deal was a defined agreement that could be a precursor to further cooperation in Syria, he said. Quote, this is our first indication of the U.S. and Russia being able to work together in Syria, Tillerson said. The leaders had a lengthy discussion regarding other areas in Syria where we can work together. According to Russian state-run Sputnik media, the leaders discussed the situation in Ukraine and Syria, the fight against terrorism and cybersecurity. Quote, I had a very lengthy conversation with the President of the United States. There were a lot of issues such as Ukraine, Syria, other problems, some bilateral issues. Putin is quoted saying after the session was complete. And then it's just talking about the rest of the day and some other drama and thing. So, so there's a ceasefire agreement in Syria and, disconnected reports of what they were talking about from their own representatives.
Thank you, Sanguine. Surely CNN must have ironclad evidence, so the Gov should just subpoena their evidence. Add Platty Saturday night post-stream Discord game sessions.
Wow, that's specific.
By the way, guys, if you'd like to donate to Scribe, there's a $sign in the lower left-hand corner of your chat box. If you donate more than $10, Scribe will do a personalized ad for you.
Yes, platypuses. Okay, I will have to think on that. When we get to MSS News, let me make a note here. Can I copy and paste this? Yes, I can. Yay! Because I don't want to type any more than I have to. Yay. Okay, platypus. All right. So that's as far as I know.
So, according to that, there's a ceasefire deal in our area of Syria.
Yeah. So I have a story that focused specifically on that. Okay. So
can we do that next? Because I'm very curious about it.
So this is from the AP, and the headline is U.S.-Russia announce Syria ceasefire after Trump-Putin talks. The United States and Russia struck an agreement Friday on a ceasefire in southwest Syria, crowning President Donald Trump's first meeting with President Vladimir Putin. The ceasefire goes into effect Sunday at noon, Damascus time. And what does it do? I'm waiting to see what this is. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson, who accompanied Trump to the meeting with Putin, said the understanding is designed to reduce violence in an area of Syria near Jordan's border that is critical to the U.S. allies' security. So Was Russia speaking on behalf of Syria?
Well,
I'm
they are. I
confused.
mean, they do have the alliance with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hold on. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Russian military police would monitor the new truce, but Tillerson said that was still being worked out. Okay. I'm glad these guys were all in the same room together and heard different conversations. A senior U.S. State Department official said the two countries were close to a deal on that issue and hope to finalize it in the coming days. That deal was announced before all the details were ironed out. That the deal was announced before all the details were ironed out was a clear indication of how eager the U.S. and Russia were to cast their leaders' first meeting as a success. Okay. Trump ordered some 60 cruise missiles to be fired at a Syrian airbase in April after accusing Assad's forces of a deadly chemical weapons attack. But his top military and national security advisors pointedly said they had no intentions of intervening to oust Assad, and they stopped short of endorsing Russian-led or UN peace mediation efforts between Assad's government and rebel groups. Israel also is part of the agreement, one U.S. official said, who, like others, wasn't authorized to speak publicly on the matter and demanded anonymity. Well, I think you failed at least one of those two things. Because AP hasn't.
Scribe, we have like a huge problem.
We do?
That I feel needs addressing.
What's that?
Pat doesn't have a wrench on your channel, and
What?
I'm upset.
Oh. Well, ta-da!
Yay! Okay, continue.
It's magic. Fucking voodoo magic.
No, I'm not up on my Syrian geography, especially where the Russian forces are.
Mm-hmm.
What's to stop the rebels from causing trouble there?
I don't know. This is. It sounds like. Well, the gist I'm getting from this story, at least, is that the truce is more lip service than it is a firm plan. Because, both sides of the equation, yeah.
It's like an Israeli-Palestinian truce.
I guess. Okay, so
because it's on paper, or somebody set it up.
Like Jordan, Israel shares a border with the southern part of Syria and has been concerned about a spillover of violence as well as an amassing of Iranian-aligned forces in the south of the country. Jordanian government spokesman Mohammed Momami confirmed the accord in a statement that made no reference to Israel's participation. Syrian government forces and its allies will stay on one side of an agreed demarcation line, and rebel fighters will stick to the other side. Okay. The goal is to enable aid to reach this area of Syria, Momani told the state media. U.S. officials said the U.S., Russia, and Jordan had only agreed on that demarcation line last week, clearing the way for a ceasefire to be worked out. Okay, the deal is separate from an agreement that Russia, Turkey, and Iran struck earlier this year to try and establish de-escalation zones in Syria with reduced bloodshed. Boys, that's not a... That is a thin silver lining to a very dark cloud.
Yeah, we're going to try to reduce all that death, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's still going to be some death. No, we're not going to stop. There's going to be less bloodshed, but there's still going to be bloodshed.
I see why Israel is a little worried if Iranian forces are showing up on the southern border there.
No, Syrian forces, not Iranian.
No, they said the story.
Oh, I know you're right. Oh, sorry, I'm asking Iranian-aligned forces, not Iranian forces. Yeah. So that's what I meant. Sorry.
Well, that's a worry over there because it's not just the Russians backing them up. Iran is too.
Yeah, that's true.
Backing up Assad, and it's still a shit show, and I don't think this is going to help anything. Oh, but I hope it leads to better things.
Well, this might address a little bit, or at least elaborate on that. Let's see. The U.S.-Russian ceasefire has no set end date, one U.S. official said, describing it as part of a broader discussion with Moscow on lowering violence in Syria. The agreement may also reflect Iran's increasingly prominent role in Syria. Washington has been resistant to letting Iranian forces and their proxy militias gain strength in Syria's south, a position shared by Israel and Jordan. Friday's deal could help the Trump administration retain more of a say over who fills the power vacuum left behind as the Islamic State is routed from additional territory in Syria. Complicated.
Yeah.
What's going on in chat?
So everybody's just talking about wrenches right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have like a really awesome channel and you give me a shout out, I'll totally give you a wrench. That's the only reason I gave it to Pat. No, that's fine.
I love Pat's video on me. It was great.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I actually took
I like Pat's videos, which is why he got a wrench from me.
I took a screenshot of the part in his video for me that has my name on it and everything. I'm gonna try to use that at some point. Oh, thank you, Sanguine. Okay, due to an SDA comment in chat, a combo wench dildo. Have
I think
fun.
it means wrench.
A combo wench dildo. You've got it, Sanguine. I'm gonna treat you just like CNN. I read it as you wrote it. A wench dildo. You got it. All right,
No, he
Sanguine's
corrected himself.
no, too late. That was that super chat was paid for. He didn't pay for the second one. No, it's all right, fine. A wrench dildo. All right. I was just kidding. Sanguine's wrench dildo. Oh my god. Okay.
No, it is you who's been lying.
Yes.
You cannot use censorship because you use censorship tactics because you know you cannot win, monkey. That's why.
I've already won. Shut up, dildo.
Wrench dildo. Thank you,
guys. That's not directed at SDA. If you're watching this tomorrow, that's something that's being said in chat.
Wow.
That would be funny. Can you just imagine the comments? Why did Monkey call SDA a wrench dildo? I don't think that's very nice.
Oh boy, wrench dildo. I liked wench dildo better though, because that's like I could do something piratey with that, but whatever.
Pirates of the Caribbean wenches.
Except they're not sold anymore for wives.
Yeah,
yeah, because we don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. So checking CNN real quick to see if there's any like super duper something just happened. I don't see anything. So unless or until something does happen, we are into potpourri.
Yay!
Yay!
SDA, are you ready for potpourri?
Indeedy.
All right. So we have, for your listening pleasure, Space Marines. Free speech swearing, wire cutter drone, in-flight bottle fight.
let's just go with interplanetary dolphins.
Uh-huh.
Space Marines, yeah.
Now this was my favorite headline to see tonight because God, if this doesn't lead to a moon base, damn it. Oh, okay. A proposed new military branch would send U.S. troops to guard the galaxy. Here we go. And again, I'm reading it as they wrote it because CNN's turned into like a blog site now. The year 2019. The mission: send combat forces into space to save the world from potential Star Wars. The crew to get the job done? The United States Space Corps. A congressional committee is proposing that the U.S. Armed Forces add a new military branch that would, quite literally, send soldiers out of this world. The crew of real-life Buzz Lightyears is described in the National Defense Authorization Act, which is now headed to the full House for a vote. There isn't usually anything extraordinary about the NDAA, which every year lays out military spending. But this time, the House Armed Services Committee voted 60-1 in favor of a bill that would, among many other things, create the first new branch of the armed forces since the Air Force's founding in 1947. Among the Space Corps' official duties, as established in the bill, would be, quote, providing combat-ready space forces that enable the commanders of the combatant commands to fight and win wars. Wars again. They're telling us, okay, so what this is that they finally cracked the code of what they recovered in Roswell, and now they know the invasion force is coming. It's like, God damn it, we got to get some Space Marines built today. The Space Corps would fall under the Air Force in the same way the Marine Corps does the Navy. Yes, Space Marines. The Chief of Staff of the Space Corps, a presidential appointee with a 6-year term, would be on equal footing with the Air Force's Chief of Staff. Wow. Both would report to the Secretary of the Air Force. So far, there's just one main problem with the proposal. Really? Neither the Air Force's secretary nor its chief of staff are thrilled with separating America's own Guardians of the Galaxy from the rest of the armed forces. Quote, I've been shocked by the response by the Air Force leadership, Representative Mike Rogers, Republican Alabama, said during a June 22nd committee hearing. The congressman chairs the subcommittee that wrote the Space Corps into the legislation. You're shocked. Really? Because they have a good point.
No. See, there's an even bigger problem.
Do tell.
There's nobody to fight up there.
Yet.
Yeah, but we're Americans, and we like to be fucking prepared. I'm okay with this.
No,
I don't
like I
give a shit.
say,
Let's
we picked up some signals from the dark side of the moon. There are giant robots that turn into semi-trucks that are coming, and we need Space Marines now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's kind of like why build new battleships? Like, why not wait till we need them to have them? Because then it's too late.
Oh, by the way,
you never know when the Martians are coming to get our moon poon.
We know that there's other people on our planet, so having another battleship is a good idea.
Okay, real quick. Donald the Repentless, thank you very much. I finally gave to all of you. Add Uncle Clem's squirrel fritters. Okay.
I just want this to be out there because this got me to laugh out loud. But when I said, what did I say, interstellar dolphins or something?
Yes.
Bloodwing said in chat, SDA picked that one on porpoise, and it just because tomorrow nobody's going to be able to see that, and I just want everybody to know that it was funny.
Now, see, ISIS has taken over Sir Adamantine's House of Celestial Sins, and we have to get it back for the boys. Damn it!
I feel like this is a waste of money.
No,
I feel like it's not.
It is a secret indication that they know the aliens are coming. This is why they're wasting money on this.
Maybe the aliens are nice.
When have the aliens ever been nice?
Alf was nice.
Alf ate cats. He would be the most hated thing on the planet.
As long as it's not my cat.
What was Alf's real name? Quiz time.
Oh, fuck! I know this.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Don't look at chat. They're probably already saying what the answer is.
I don't remember.
Gordon Shumway.
Yes.
Gordon Shumway. All right. Well, anyway, that's Space Marines. So we have remaining. Yeah, probably. But I mean, but if it results in some cool space guns, then I'll be happy.
My stepmother was an alien. Was nice too.
Well, Kim Basinger, yes, is a very nice looking alien. And the opening to that movie was cool because it was the first time I'd ever heard the Tom Jones version of "You don't have to be rich."
Oh yeah, Kiss.
That was really good.
Monkey alien sympathizer.
Oh, that's right.
Well, I feel like Vegan Gains has given aliens a bad name, and I'm here to fight for them.
Okay, we have free speech swear session. We have wire cutter drone, in-flight bottle fight, and where's the neo-Nazi?
Fucky talk.
Fucky talk. I have to like decipher your translations. Okay. Court. Profanity-laced tirade was protected by free speech.
No shit.
A Connecticut woman who hurled a variety of insults at a grocery store manager was protected by constitutional free speech rights and will be acquitted of a misdemeanor charge, the state Supreme Court ruled Friday.
Good.
Nina Bacala was arrested in her hometown of Vernon in 2013 after subjecting a Stop and Shop assistant manager to a profanity-laced tirade. Prosecutors said she became enraged when the manager told her it was too late to process a Western Union money transfer. Bacala called the manager fat and ugly, in addition to profane names, prosecutors said. Bacala, 44, was convicted of breach of the peace and sentenced to 25 days in jail. She appealed to the state Supreme Court, arguing that the name-calling and insults did not fall within the fighting words exemption to constitutional free speech rights. All 7 justices on the state Supreme Court agreed, and the conviction was overturned. So there you go.
Yay!
Yeah, so remember, kids, you can say all the nasty things you want as long as you're not provoking a fight. Yay! Okay, wire cutter drone, in-flight bottle fight, and where's the neo-Nazi?
Hitler's alive.
Hitler's alive with the sound of music.
I regret that. I'm just gonna say the titles from now on. That's a bad habit.
All right, all right. Where is neo-Nazi site's publisher? Lawyers can't find him. In April, a Montana woman sued the publisher of a leading neo-Nazi website for orchestrating an anti-Semitic online trolling campaign against her family. Nearly 3 months later, her attorneys are still trying to find him. A court filing Friday by lawyers from the Southern Poverty Law Center claims the Daily Stormer's founder, Andrew Anglin, is, quote, actively concealing his whereabouts and hasn't been served with Tanya Gersh's federal lawsuit. Gersh's attorneys are asking for more time to find Anglin so the case won't be temporarily dismissed. And then suddenly the entire article changed format because, what? Okay, AP, sure, just turn into a text-based website now. Okay. The suit claims anonymous internet trolls bombarded Gersh's family with hateful and threatening messages after Anglin published their personal information in a post accusing her and other Jewish residents of Whitefish, Montana, of engaging in an extortion racket against the mother of white nationalist Richard Spencer. Okay, Gersh's lawsuit said she agreed to help Spencer's mother sell commercial property she owns in Whitefish amid talk of a protest outside the building. Sherry Spencer, however, later accused Gersh of threatening and harassing her into agreeing to sell the property. Okay. Gersh's lawyers from the Alabama-based law center say her suit must be dismissed on procedural grounds if Anglin isn't served with a copy of it by July 17th. Okay. Well, Nazis. At least they're fighting it out in the courts. I guess I should just play crickets now.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
I'm interacting with our chat folks here.
Oh, you're cybersexing. Okay.
I am.
Okay.
Gross.
Wire cutter drone and in-flight bottle fight.
Drone.
This was the funniest one I saw today. Escaped inmate may have used wire cutters delivered by drone. A South Carolina inmate broke out of a maximum security prison using wire cutters apparently flown in by drone, officials said Friday.
Stop.
Yes.
This is a maximum security prison, and he was able to get out with wire cutters.
Hold on.
I feel like it's not being built right.
All right, well, hold on.
Maybe they need those space officers. Seems like a good idea now, doesn't it, Monkey?
If he was going into space, yeah.
Well, I haven't finished reading the story yet. Maybe he does go into space.
I doubt it.
Okay, well, hey, you don't know that. Hold on.
Yeah, Monkey, you don't know that.
Okay. Using wire cutters
Nice.
apparently flown in by drone, officials said Friday, describing a new and devilishly hard-to-stop means of escape. Okay. Convicted kidnapper Jimmy Causey, 46, was recaptured at a Texas motel before daybreak, more than 2 days after bolting to freedom in a plot worthy of a Hollywood script. It was the second time in 12 years that he escaped. Wow. This time, he used a smuggled-in cell phone to coordinate the delivery of the breakout tools, investigators said. Then, with dusk approaching on the 4th of July, he cut through 4 fences and left a dummy in his bed that fooled his guards. He got an 18-hour head start. When he was caught, remember, he was caught 2 days after the fact, right? When he was caught, he had about $47,000 in cash, an ID card, and 2 guns. Quote, "We believe a drone was used to fly in the tools that allowed him to escape," South Carolina Corrections Director Brian Sterling said. He said investigators were still trying to confirm that, and he didn't elaborate on why they believe a drone was involved. But an official aerial photo of the prison shows rings of tall fences and an expanse of more than 50 yards between the prison perimeter and the cell blocks, making it unlikely someone could have thrown or catapulted tools to him. All the same, wire cutters should not have been able to get through all that shit.
Well, if they flew it over, sure they could.
No, I mean, like him using them to get out.
Well, if they're if what they consider maximum security is just 4 fences,
Yeah.
wire cutters will do that.
I mean, you would think there'd be like alarms on the fences or some kind of like triggering mechanism if they were disturbed in that way.
Out there, maybe a wall.
Yeah, maybe a wall. How about, yeah, you can't use wire cutters on a wall.
Pretend he's Mexican, put a wall around his ass.
Oh. All right, well, they're still looking into it. I'm just like, where'd he get the 47 grand so quick? He must have some kind of network. That's crazy.
Well, I
Maybe.
mean, he got somebody to fly in a drone.
I know, right? This is high-tech stuff now. Okay, and lastly, before we go on to MSS News, FBI, flight attendant broke wine bottle over man's head.
Damn.
This is from Seattle. A flight attendant broke a wine bottle over the head of a man who lunged for an exit door and fought with other passengers during a Delta Airlines flight from Seattle to Beijing, but it didn't faze him, an FBI agent wrote in charging papers filed Friday. Joseph Daniel Hudek IV, 23, of Tampa, Florida. Oh, Florida man!
Florida man.
Florida man in Seattle going to China with a wine bottle. All right. Appeared in U.S. District Court wearing a beige jail uniform and sporting a scrape or bruise below his right eye. He was arrested Thursday night after causing the disturbance that forced the plane to return to Seattle Tacoma International Airport. Hudek did not speak during the hearing. He could face up to 20 years in prison and a $250,000 fine. Okay, about an hour into the flight, while the plane was over the Pacific Ocean northwest of Vancouver Island, Hudek went into the forward restroom. He came out quickly, asked the attendant a question, and went back in. When he came out again 2 minutes later, he suddenly lunged for the exit door, grabbed the handle, and tried to open it. 2 attendants grabbed him, but he pushed them away, and the attendants signaled for help from several passengers. Hudek punched one flight attendant twice in the face and struck at least one passenger in the head with a red dessert wine bottle. As the struggle continued, a flight attendant grabbed 2 wine bottles and hit Hudek over the head with each, breaking at least one of them. Holy shit. According to the flight attendant, Hudek did not seem impacted by the breaking of a full-liter red wine bottle over his head, and instead shouted, "Do you know who I am?"
Should we know who you are? Wow.
Yeah, that's basically it. Oh, wow. Okay.
Breaking a bottle over somebody's head is
That's like
impressive.
hardcore.
Yeah,
you know?
especially when it's full of wine.
That's just a waste of mom juice.
Of what?
Mom juice. The moms drink wine.
I thought of something completely different when you said mom juice.
Well, that's because you're disgusting.
Mom's
Yes.
juice is breast milk.
Yes, because I'm disgusting. Breast milk is disgusting. Okay, SDA.
Breast milk is best.
So they say. It's got all the healthy lipids in it.
I've never tried it myself.
Sanguine says, the juggernaut, bitch. All right. So I have 3 ads to work on. Would one or both of you like to do some MSS news?
Wait, would you do it, SDA?
Yeah. Hold on, let me
Please.
just get it up.
Oh, your boy Pat says SDA juice.
SDA
Ooh.
juice.
Oh.
Let me just,
All right.
Jesus juice. I've heard
Okay.
it called Jesus juice before.
Wench dildo. Okay.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breast milk's flavor
this
depends on what
is-
the lady's been. Or
All right, I'm
isn't.
sorry, guys. I wasn't told that I would be doing the news tonight. Okay. Pissed off. This is from Pissed Off Shih Tzu. Fulton McDonald's worker threw sausage biscuit at man's head.
It's another food fight. We're going to have one of these every night now, aren't we? Oh, Jesus.
A woman working at East Point McDonald's threw a. Is this in Atlanta? Yes, it is. Okay. At an East Point, God damn it! A woman working at an East Point McDonald's threw a man's order at his head during an argument over extra ice, according to the lawsuit
dear
and an
Lord.
instant report. Kevin Lee entered the franchise's drive-through on March 9th and ordered a sausage biscuit and tea with extra ice. When he reminded the employee Ashley spelled Ashli,
That's fancy.
Kindle, about the extra ice at the window, she confronted him, the lawsuit says. During the verbal altercation, Kindle threw the tea at Lee, striking him in the head and spilling it into his 2013 Buick Verano, the filing says. She continued the assault by throwing the sausage biscuit at the plaintiff, again hitting him. Lee is a military veteran who suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder episodes, which he had been able to control prior to being attacked. The May 24th lawsuit says, adding the assault was a triggering episode.
No.
And that's where you lose me.
I'm with him until he suddenly has war flashbacks from having a fucking sausage biscuit thrown at his head. Because she's a bitch. She should be fired. He should get a little bit of compensation, like, free breakfast for a year. But come on, really?
Yeah.
Come on. She held fire in the hole. Oh, Jack, you cracked me up.
Sorry.
Anyhow.
Okay. Gonorrhea is getting even harder to treat. Antibiotic resistance is making gonorrhea harder and sometimes even impossible to treat, according to new warning from the World Health Organization, or WHO. I love that that's there. If that's your acronym, don't make it an acronym. The bacteria that cause gonorrhea are particularly smart. Every time we use a new class of antibiotics to treat the infection, the bacteria evolve to resist them. Each year, 78 million people are infected with gonorrhea worldwide, but experts say the actual number is likely much higher.
Y'all need to start washing your shit. Stop sticking your dick in nasty women. Go ahead, keep going. I'm sorry.
These cases may just be the tip of the iceberg, since systems to diagnose and report untreatable infections are lacking in lower-income countries where gonorrhea is actually more common. The disease is spread through sexual contact with the genitals, mouth, or anus of an infected partner. Complications associated with gonorrhea disproportionately affect women, including pelvic inflammatory disease, ectopic pregnancy, and infertility, as well as a high risk of HIV. So basically, make super sure that whoever you're doing the fucko-doodles with is not a leper, basically.
Yeah, that's...
Okay, this comes from... Sorry.
People need to stop spreading their nasty. Keep that nasty shit to yourself.
Well, and also, get yourself tested, you disgusting human being. I know it's like a lot of people think only gay guys need to get tested for this shit, but like, please get yourself tested and cleaned up before you do the sex with people.
Unless you're sure that they don't have something, you at the very least need to be wrapping that shit up. It doesn't prevent everything, but it's going to help. One day you're going to wake up with stuff that's going to make your dick drip forever. Don't get there.
Yeah, it's probably not worth like the one night stand. Just saying. To be like diseased forever. Like, because you might get the super, like, what if you get super gonorrhea? That's not good.
No.
Please be careful. Anyway, a Florida man attacked by alligator. This comes from staff reporter Joan Nakai. Sorry. Florida man attacked by alligator while diving for golf balls in Charlotte County. What? A Florida man was rushed to the hospital on Friday after rescue officials said he was attacked by an alligator at a Charlotte County golf course. The man, 50, was diving for golf balls at the Rotunda Golf and Country Club when an alligator bit him in the left arm, fire rescue told reporters at the scene. The man freed himself from the alligator and made it back to land, where he called 911. And that's it.
You don't die for fucking golf balls. Now,
Like,
was
I
this?
know they're
Does it
expensive.
say in the story whether that's his job or he was just out golfing and needed more balls?
No, it doesn't. It just says that he was diving for golf balls.
All right. I feel like that's not something you should do. Most of the places that you would go for diving for golf balls are nasty anyway. That water's disgusting.
Yeah. This also comes from staff reporter Jonah Kai. Boston Public Library under fire for hosting drag queen story time for kids. Okay.
Did you say drag queen story time for kids?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to interject here briefly to read 3 ads before we get into drag queen, so we can all sort of digest that notion before we get into it. Actually, I will take a drink of water to help with my golden throat. All right. What could be better than spending your Saturday night with a fat platypus? Well, watching the fat platypus play games, of course. When you've had your fill of the monkey stream, continue your zoophilia with Platy's post-stream Discord game sessions. Okay. Next. In this get-up-and-go world, you don't have time to both pleasure yourself and search around for a tool to tighten that sink pipe. Introducing Sanguine's Wrench Dildo. It's ready to put right what once went wrong with all of your plumbing. And lastly, if you find yourself hankering for a backwoods delicacy while you're headed for the fishing hole on Route 92, keep your peepers open for Uncle Clem's Squirrel Fritters. Our massive selection of fritters come in 3 squirrelicious flavors: gray, brown, and dwarf. Get ready to go nuts for Uncle Clem's Squirrel Fritters.
Well done. Very nicely done.
Cute.
You know, so I had dwarf in there for you.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Okay, Boston Public Library has come under fire after hosting a children's drag queen story time featuring drag queens dressed as Catholic nuns. Jesus Christ.
You know, for kids.
They were just trying to upset as many people. Yeah, Bloodwing's right, by the way. We do need to work on that accent.
I thought it sounded perfect.
Yeah, well, you're not authentic, so you wouldn't know what a real one sounds like. Anyway, a photo has surfaced showing 2 men dressed in drag reading a story to kids. It dates from last month when Gay Pride was marked. It's been confirmed that the taxpayer-funded library invited the Boston Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, a drag act.
This is for kids?
This just keeps getting worse.
What were they reading to him? The Kama Sutra?
No. Okay, but the picture I see, it looks like that's a vagina with a bow. What is happening? Okay, a photo surfaced showing the 2 men. Oh, I already said that. The caption of the picture reads, "We're closing out # Pride Month today at the Boston Public Library with a drag queen story time at Children's Library, Boston Public Library, featuring the Boston Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence." The picture sparked a barrage of negative comments, blasting the library for inviting the group to read story to.
Sorry, you're reading it as it was written.
Yeah, blasting the library for inviting the group to read story to children as young as 5 years old.
Oh.
I'm very angry that taxpayers' money was wasted to promote the hatred and bigotry against religion in a library of all places, a place of knowledge. How anyone could let their children be a part of this debacle is beyond me. I thought we were supposed to be teaching tolerance and respect to our children. I guess that doesn't apply to Catholics, though. Total brainwashing.
Well, yeah.
Another person wrote, "I cannot believe this bigotry of the Catholic faith is being allowed. What is this institution showing? What this institution is showing is that we can respect all people's rights unless you're Catholic." They didn't address any of the criticism, but I'm like concerned about the fucking book I'm looking at. It looks like that's a freaking smush cookie. With a bow on top.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can you put
Oh,
that
it's
in
an
chat for us?
elephant. Fuck. Just kidding.
Uh,
It's a pink elephant that looks like a vagina, and drag queens are holding it. What?
I think it shows what you were thinking about, not what they were intending. That's okay.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I'm sorry. It's just in that situation, I wouldn't have put it past them. That's my fault.
All right. Well, unless or until I get another ad request, I can take back over the MSS News, or would you prefer to continue?
I mean, we can do one more because it's already 10:45.
Oh, that's true. Okay, I'll do this one because we need at least one more Florida man story. And this one comes from staff reporter Colleen Bernier. Breaking news. Loxahatchee teen accused of stealing bull, cutting off leg. Okay. An Acreage teen is facing a charge of stealing an Angus bull and cutting off one of its legs on New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. How old is this? July 7th. Okay, so it's today. Dylan Back's DNA was found on a water bottle that was left at the scene, along with a severed bull's leg, a saw cover, and a pallet with what was suspected to be dried blood on it, according to the affidavit. Back, that's his last name, 19, is facing a charge of grand theft of livestock and will appear before a judge on the charge Saturday morning. He faces bail of $44,000. According to the affidavit,
you were going to say grand theft cow.
Yeah, well, I was hoping for like cattle rustling or something. According to the affidavit, the cattle owner discovered a severed bull's leg near his property on New Year's Day. Investigators searched the surrounding fields using an aviation unit, but were unsuccessful in finding any other remains of the animal. Ugh. They were unable to search some fields because they were underwater or extremely muddy. A tipster called Crime Stoppers of Palm Beach County to say Back and 3 other males, quote, stole and cut up the bull for a New Year's Eve barbecue after overhearing them talking about getting spices together to cook a cow. Jesus.
It'd be easier to just steal steaks from the grocery store.
Yeah, it really would.
Then just take a whole cow. Like, Jesus Christ.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, drag queens dressed like nuns sounds like a normal Catholic procession. Yeah, these days you're probably right, especially when they have orgies in the Vatican. Remember that story from the other day?
Shit.
Okay, well, unless something else comes up, like North Korea launches another missile or something, I guess we shall move on to YouTube time.
Oh my God.
What?
Scotch in chat. Wait, he tried to steal a feminist?
Oh,
well played.
Sleeper, thank you. I am at work and I am listening to the live stream through the radio. There were old people walk into the parking lot of the store I am at, and the looks I was getting from them made my night, and you guys pick. Okay. I suppose you were laughing your ass off.
Yeah, I would imagine. I hope so. If not,
I hope so. I hope you weren't crying.
Job.
Hope you weren't crying like a baby. Okay, you guys pick. Well, then that means I'm going to go to the Amazon random product generator. But in the meantime, SDA, did you do any YouTube stuff today?
I didn't. I honestly, I know I need to make a video, but I haven't found anything recently.
Mm-hmm.
You should do one on the Catholic nuns.
Yeah, definitely. Just read that out. That's probably a story in and of itself.
Yeah, I just haven't found anything that's made me like, oh, I'm going to make a video about this.
You should dress up as a nun while you do it.
No. So hopefully I figure something out soon. I'm sorry. I just haven't found anything.
This random product generator is the gift that keeps on giving, with like the first thing at the top of the list. I couldn't have thought of that if I'd tried. Monkey, did you do anything today?
No, but kind of. I passed 18,000 subscribers. Thank you guys so much.
Congratulations.
Which is really nice because I just passed 17 like a week ago. So.
Right. That's crazy. Congratulations, dude.
It's awesome, and I can't thank everybody who watches that shit enough. I can't believe that many people give a shit what I say. You guys, I've said this before. My audience on YouTube is the best there is. They're awesome. As far as actually making content, no, I haven't done shit.
I got a video suggestion. Come clean and stop lying already. It's been months. Magoon, what are you even talking about? I'm so fucking confused.
He's still talking about the stupid shit where he says you went into the debate with what the fuck is that moron's name?
Angry
Angry MGTOW.
Yeah.
And
What, that
you
I
were
went
mean
in
from the start.
angry?
Yeah. He's such a dick. He's such a
No,
stupid
it wasn't
dick.
until he said I had AIDS that I got a little uppity.
Yeah, that's true. I remember that.
Yeah. For fuck's sake. Hey, God, he's annoying. I spent my day with Little Butt outside.
Oh, doing what?
Oh, how is our grand monkey?
She was blowing bubbles. She loves
Oh.
bubbles, and
Oh,
Yeah,
you
she's
know
finally
what?
figured out how to work the sticks where you blow them.
Mhm.
She has a bubble mower which she loves to push. She'll push it until a bunch are going, and then she'll run and chase them all down. She's so cute. But yeah, instead of YouTube, that's what I did today.
Jinx has gotten super into bubbles. Like, it took him a little while, but now if he sees them, he just chases after them like crazy. And I'll have to get a video of it because it's super duper cute.
Somebody asked what I was going to do for 20,000 when I finally hit that. I don't know. It won't be anything like a face reveal or anything, but are you okay?
I think so.
Oh, thank you, Alpha.
Okay.
Nice video today, Scribe. Add SDA's woo-woo cough syrup. Oh,
Cough syrup.
jeez.
What great timing.
And Fritz, thank you. I'm here for Monkey Dick, not what you say you choose. Oh, okay.
Do a hand reveal for 20K. I have nice. Well, I used to have nice hands. Now they look like somebody wrapped skin on a skeleton.
I'm sorry.
That's actually one of the most depressing times I've ever had with this is when I went to the doctor and they said, wow, you have like no muscle in your hands. I was like, that makes me sad. Anyhow, what'd you do today, Scribbles?
Oh,
go ahead, SEA. What was it?
I was just going to say, in case you guys don't know, I at one point said that we coughed on all the woo-woos, and that's why there aren't any more left.
Right.
And that's where the woo-woo cough syrup comes from.
Yeah. I gotta write this down before I forget it because
Bloodwing says do a butt reveal. I don't have a butt. I've never had a butt. I have the time.
No, we know you have one. Lady Monkey.
I would have to take my pants off for you to be able to see it. It's the tiniest little butt. It's a little handful of butt.
Oh my god.
So then just do that.
Post my naked ass.
Oh god.
No, not your God, Monkey.
Barf.
No.
All right. I'm going to talk about what I did on YouTube today. Try to stem the tide of this. I did the video I was talking about last night where I talk about Hennessy. I couldn't not get that song out of my head while I was doing the video because I was like, oh god. And so I put in the description, take me to another place, take me to another land, because I just couldn't get out of my head. Anyway, so yes, Hennessy, the male transgender who is not a person who will or has get any surgery or hormone therapy. They're just a woman dressing up as a man and saying that they are transgender.
That's not how being a tranny works.
Well, I know this, but I found the Huffington Post interview article that was done, I think, late last year or something, where this Lauren Hennessy is interviewed about this. And yes, she is attempting to redefine what it means to be transgender by pointedly not having any surgery or getting any hormone treatment.
That's odd.
Yeah. So it's going to redefine what transgender is by not being transgender.
Apparently so. Yeah. She's just always felt that she was a boy, therefore she's transgender, I guess. I don't claim to know how this all works. But anyway, so the video is the basis for that article we read a couple of nights back, where Hennessy had a conversation with a group of 6th graders. And this consisted of first a group discussion and then having them sit on stools with cue cards with various buzzwords and asking them if they knew what they meant. And the best one of the entire thing was one of the first, where he says, what's intersex? And this little girl says, when you have sex indoors.
Aww,
and I just about
Brittany.
lost it. I was like, oh, that's hilarious, but it's also creepy as fuck that you're in this position. Anyway, I cover the whole video or the whole presentation of theirs in the new one. I haven't done, I think this might be one of the first videos I've done specifically about transgender stuff, I think. But not that it really matters. It just happened that way. Just really irritating. And oncoming, I'm going to take that informative CNN article last night about Russian spies, and I'm going to attempt to do a dramatic reading of it with background music. And I hope to have that out either tomorrow or Sunday.
Okay.
So,
I have seen a couple of things bouncing around the tubes about Bunty and now Jeff Holiday in regards to our good friend Tariq Nasheed.
I hope Bunty sues the fuck out of him.
what happened?
No, but I think Jeff Holiday is now under attack.
Well, the thing with Jeff, okay, let's back up because Scribe doesn't watch the drama stuff.
Not as much.
We talked about this a couple of days ago. Tariq Nasheed got pissed off at Bunty and has false flagged his channel. And we know it's a false flag. Bunty talked about it in a Twitter video today. I can't remember, he said 5 or 6 videos got flagged, and they were flagged for copyright.
Right.
And of them, only one of them actually uses any footage of Tariq. He's not even in the rest of the videos. And if you guys remember the ruling from the 9th Circuit that the Supreme Court said, yeah, that's fine with us how they ruled, you have to be able to prove that they knew that it was a false claim. There is no fucking way Tariq Nasheed thought he had a legitimate copyright claim on videos he's not even fucking in.
Yeah.
So I hope to God Bunty just sues this little fucker. Now, when it comes to Jeff's was a community strike. That's a little, it's a little harder to fight, and it doesn't have the same DMCA rules. So,
right.
Yeah. And I think what happened is somebody pointed out to, because the copyright strike thing, the reason to do it that way is because YouTube doesn't give you any allowance there. You get 3 of them within whatever the period time is, you're gone. That's it. And you have to try to get your channel back at that point.
Right.
So,
and if you don't have 100,000 subscribers, that gets infinitely more difficult.
Yeah. So he did it that way to Bunty on purpose, but doing so, he fucked himself if Bunty wants to take this to court, because there's just no way he thought
I'd take his ass to court.
Oh, I would sue the fuck out of that little bitch. I would take every dime he owned. Because when you fill out one of those things, it is a legal document when you fill that out. It's not just I'm being silly here. It is actually a legally binding document. And you are swearing under oath that you believe that that is your material. And One Ton Hammer, yes, Bunty did say he got a lawyer, but he hasn't said he's going to sue. Side 22, we're talking about suing Tariq Nasheed because he filed several false DMCAs against Bunty King. Like I said, as for the Jeff Holiday one, that was a community guideline strike. Hopefully Jeff will be able to fight that and get that pulled, because he can't upload on his channel for 2 weeks since he has that. But it's another bullshit claim. And seriously, guys, I do not recommend going after Tariq right now, because he is a dirty little bitch, and it is not worth losing your channel over that shit. If you have a big channel where you can, and you got lots of friends in the YouTube heroes community, all right, maybe. But he's playing
people
dirty.
have asked me to comment on that. People have asked me to make a video about the CNN thing, and I might make a video about CNN, but it's just everybody's made a video about it is the thing. So if you guys want to see a video about it, let me know in the chat, and if you guys want me to make a video about it, I will.
Oh,
But I'll try to make a video. It's just like nothing's happened recently.
All right. Well, I've got 2 ads to read real quick.
Cool. I will be right back. Go ahead and
Okay.
read.
Okay.
When you're being chased by a death claw across the Commonwealth, how do you make sure you have the smoothest control for your actions and best support for your gaming wrist? Use Sweeper Stevens' radioactive nuclear mousepad. It's gotten glowing reviews. Okay. Let me make sure my phone's not going to beep at me again. And lastly, have you taken a few too many hits off the peace pipe? Gotten a little too close to the fire when sending smoke signals? Did you buy a blanket from a suspicious white man? Soothe that whooping cough with SDA's woo-woo cough syrup. It's Chickasawesome. Oh, I'm going to hell. I'm going to hell. All right. There you go. And silence followed me? Oh, great. Okay.
Well,
You have nothing to say to me. Oh,
Sorry.
Yeah, no, I don't know how to keep up. I guess I'm not, I don't follow the same Twitter peoples that you guys do, because I see some of this stuff peripherally if someone has retweeted it or whatever, but I don't see this drama unfolding live as much as some other people do.
yeah, I don't necessarily keep up with it. I just follow everybody on Twitter.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm still
I
relatively
just-
selective about who I follow on Twitter. Like nothing, it doesn't just occur to me to like follow people. It has to, like I have to have some kind of reason to do so, just not reflexively. Like
I
I've
think Riley hasn't made anything. I don't know what the fuck to make a video about. I'm trying.
nothing occurs. Well, how do you usually find content?
I don't know. I just kind of do. And then it happens. I mean, somebody do something ridiculous so I can make a video, please.
Well, I
don't know. Usually somebody blows themselves up, says that black people are dumb because they're black, something.
So you're a reactive content creator, not a proactive content creator.
Okay.
I mean, you don't look for things to then work on. You wait for something to happen to comment on.
Well, usually
It's not a
things
judgment,
are
I'm just
happening.
clarifying, yeah, okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Sometimes I'll look for stuff if I'm like desperate, but I've also been working really hard on some other stuff the past couple of days, and that's had me a little preoccupied.
Okay. You've just been working on your book, haven't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. What else is going on? Let me check the schnews real quick to make sure there's not some new catastrophe, because it always seems about like halfway through the stream something horrible happens. Not yet. Okay. So, who's your favorite serial killer?
What?
We were asked about serial killers the other night. I just thought I'd bring that up for the hell of it.
Well, you have to warn me if we're gonna have a serial killer discussion.
I'm gonna go with Stalin.
You like Stalin? Yeah,
that's for that.
Yeah. As far as like mass genocidal killers, he's up there. Him and Pol
I like
Pot.
his mustache.
Oh yeah, you like the stash?
He had a man's mustache. It's not like that gay little thing Hitler had.
The toothbrush. Yeah.
That's all.
What about the illegal stabbing of her family to death in ATO?
What?
¿Qué?
What are you talking about?
¿Qué pasó?
I'm confused now.
I've been yelling Spanish things at Jinx all day.
Can we go back to the stabbing?
Much.
Yeah, what stabbing are you talking about?
Waiting for somebody to tell me what it is.
Oh.
What? Oh, it's somebody in the
Somebody
chat. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying something like you knew what you're. Okay.
No.
You confused me.
Reading chat. Sorry.
All you had to say is, I read that in chat.
Yeah.
I thought you guys knew. I thought you guys were
No.
chat.
No.
Scotch asked, what's wrong with the Charlie Chaplin mustache? That's a gay little mustache. Come on. Especially with Hitler's haircut.
Now, someone mentioned in the chat, I've already missed it, but someone mentioned H.H. Holmes. And H.H. Holmes has gotten a lot more press in the last few years than he did, well, any time prior. He was a serial killer that was active during the early teens, and especially during the Chicago World's Fair, way back when. He had what they called murder castle built in the middle of Chicago. He had this giant sort of hotel / storefront thing built. And the way he'd do it is he would hire different contractors to do different pieces of it so that no two groups of people knew exactly how the thing was constructed. And then he just wouldn't pay them. Somehow he got away with that. And it had all these secret rooms and trap doors, and it had a dungeon underneath for dissections and things. He was a super villain. Super duper villain.
He was a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah, Inquisitor says Devil in the White City. Yeah, that's a very good book about that. Another good book is Deranged by Harold Schechter. That's what Harold Schechter writes a series of books about early 1900s murderers and things, and that's one of his. Deranged was a really good one. I heard that Leonardo DiCaprio's film company bought the rights to Devil in the White City, and supposedly they were going to make a movie of it, which I hope they do, because that'd be an interesting story.
Apparently, an illegal Mexican woman stabbed her family to death in Atlanta. She had a husband and 5 kids. Shit.
Oh,
damn.
Oh,
this happened, what, today?
Stab. No, just stabbing.
They'll probably want to deport her for this. That's just bullshit.
Know. That's unfair.
Illegal immigrant mom accused of stabbing good God, I'm sorry. Illegal immigrant mom accused in stabbing deaths of children. Husband smiles in court.
Oh, she's insane.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I'll make a video on this. Thank you for that.
There you go.
I have a thing.
Children dying. Yay!
I'm sorry I'm so out of it. My brain is just like in book mode. And it's just my brain is a jumbled mess right now.
Right. Now.
Let's see. One of my
Shut up, monkey.
One of my most, I guess, quote unquote, favorite serial killers is a guy named Randy Kraft. And he's one of like 3 guys who got billed as the I-5 killer back in the late 70s and early 80s because he would go up and down the I-5 corridor on the West Coast, picking up mostly, as far as we know, young males, getting them drunk, drugging them, doing horrible things to them, and then killing them and dumping their bodies in places. And the reason that he sticks out to me is just how long he went before he was caught. About, as far as they know, could be longer, 13 years. And also how he was caught. Because Randy Kraft is one of those serial killers, and this seems to be a pattern where he's not caught because he was killing somebody, or he was detected, or they followed clues to him or something. He was caught for a traffic violation. It's sort of like Son of Sam. He was caught because of parking tickets.
Yeah.
So Randy Kraft, he was driving down the road on I-5, I believe, and he crossed the center line. A cop pulled him over, and the cop noticed that his passenger was asleep and seemed to have wet himself. And the guy, Randy Kraft, says, "Oh, he's just sleeping off, getting drunk." And the cop kept trying to talk to the guy, and he wasn't responding. Yeah, the guy was already dead. He was sitting in the car dead. Nice. He was getting ready to dump him, and that's when he got arrested, and they discovered all this stuff. Now, what makes him unique in my book, and sort of very supervillain-ish, is that they found in his trunk this legal pad with this long list of little coded entries. And there were, I believe, 65 separate entries. And each entry, as far as they could tell, represented a victim. Of these 65, there are 65 entries that represented 67 victims, because at least 2 of the entries dealt with double murders. Oh. Of those 65 entries, they've only been able to identify all but 22 of them.
Yikes!
Yeah, they've only, because they can't decipher 22 of them. They can't for sure relate them, because they were really weird cryptic notations, like Beach 2N or something, like really weird kind of stuff. And so, yeah, he's got at least probably 22 extra victims on top of the ones they were able to tie to him sitting out there. And who knows how many others that he just didn't write down. But it's one of those mystery things and just thinking about like the proportion of lives taken over 13 years this guy got away with. And it wasn't, he didn't, and here's the thing, he didn't mess up one of his crimes. He crossed the center line. It's just, boggles the mind. Anyway, do we have any other deep topics we want to talk about? Or shall we turn over to chat early?
I was just going to say, like, I tweeted about this earlier. Something that I keep finding that's, like, super weird in the books that Mara and I are reading for the book club series that we've been doing is all the references to rape. It's just bizarre. It's not even like somebody gets raped. It's just like, oh, it was like it was as though I was raped. Because someone made me do something I didn't want to. Or, you know, that's what a rapist would say. And it's just like these randomly, oddly inserted lines that are just like virtue signally that don't add anything to the plot and that are completely out of nowhere. I don't know. It's just, there was like, in the book I'm reading right now, there was like 2 of them within the span of like a couple minutes. And it just struck me as really, really odd. And I don't know why authors do that.
For shock value, probably.
Or to just be like, rape is bad or something. I don't know.
Rape is bad.
Like, yeah, it's just like, what's with the obsession amongst these authors with rape? I don't understand it.
Oh, I remember what we were supposed to mention, at least. We had 2 ideas for team names that we were going to announce and then put a poll up, weren't we?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it was Lords of the Night or Night Lords or something.
As far as I remember, yes.
Okay, and we're going to use the K Night in both instances.
I was thinking so, yes.
Lords of the Night. Okay, so that's those are the,
I guess if you're doing Lords of the Night, not with a K, then.
Okay, so okay, everybody. So the 2 options we've come up with so far are Lords of the Night, and that's night with an N, or Night Lords with a K for the night. Who do you? I don't know how to put up a poll on Twitter. Monkey, you've got more followers. You should do that. We'll get a better sample size that way.
Oh, Monkey, why did you bring that up in chat? Ugh.
Bring what up?
My spine hurts.
No, making love is gay, fucking is heterosexual.
Yeah, don't say the phrase out loud. Ugh,
making love.
Stop. Ugh.
Scribe Light, have you seen the Japanese horror movie Audition, or speaking of lactation, Visitor Q? I haven't seen Visitor Q. I saw Audition many years ago. That movie was freaky. That is a good horror movie to watch if you haven't seen it. Because, I mean, I didn't know it was a horror movie until I saw it. Somebody just said, oh, this is a good movie, you should watch it. So that really, if you go in, well, I guess I already ruined it, but if you go in not knowing what it is, it's much more effective. Jacob asked, Scribe, have you read Cardinal of the Kremlin? I have not read it, but I had the audiobook when I was younger, and I listened to that thing so much I wore the tape out. The best narrator for Tom Clancy books was David Ogden Stiers, who played Winchester in MASH, and he did a great job. And that Cardinal of the Kremlin book, that's great. That's techno thriller extraordinaire for the time, at least, and still a really good spy novel.
Okay, the poll is in the chat, guys.
Okay, yeah, so if you go to Twitter and check out Monkey's Twitter stream and let us know which of the 2 potential stream team titles you prefer. And how long does that go for, like a day or something?
It's 24 hours.
Okay, so 24
hours. Mara said, Bae, what was real suggestion for doing the sex again? Some sort of, the butterscotch dance. He heard me say.
So, which one were you offended by, fucking or making love?
Making love. He doesn't like
making love is only good in songs.
Oh,
That's
it's
the only time
awful. It's awful all the
I'll
time.
make love to you
Yeah,
like
no.
you want me to.
I would like throw something in your face. I would
Well,
be like, "Here's a wine bottle.
I was hoping
Go
for
away."
cupcakes. I was hoping for cupcakes or cold chicken.
No, like I'm gonna
Oh.
throw something at you that hurts until you learn how to until you learn how to grow some testosterone. Holy shit!
I want cupcakes. Yeah, Night Lords means we're gonna have to like be vampires or something. Like I said, we each have to have like a lord name, Lord of something. So like Monkey's Lord of Rust, and I'm Lord of Kink, and
SDA.
SDA's Lady Melancholy.
SDA.
No, you're not making me Lady Melancholy.
Lady
You knock
Melancholy.
that shit off.
Do you like it when somebody makes love to you?
No, I
I'll
don't.
make love to you like
But I like
you want me to.
when Scribe lies about when he calls me melancholy, when that's just a bunch of bullshit. That
Well,
pisses me off
I don't
more.
know. It's a theme, like the sullen seductress, Lady
No, I
Melancholy.
don't. I really don't like it. I
You
genuinely
don't?
don't like it, and I wish you would stop.
Okay. Well, I thought the art someone made for the sullen seductress was kind of cool. Lady Cupcake. Yeah, there you go. Not Lady Marmalade. Scribe Light, did you say Lord of Kangs? No, I was no Kang. A kink. Let's see. All right. Well, if we don't have any other deep
I'll be
topics,
Lord Kang. I have no problem with that.
we can turn it to chat. Chat, do you have questions for us? Do you have deep thoughts or ideas or opinions on your favorite serial killer? I don't know. We'll just make it a smorgasbord tonight. It's Friday night. I'm feeling kind of relaxed.
I am already the Dark Ginger, so.
Lord of Ginger.
Yeah.
The Avengers have defeated Kang. Yes, the Avengers have defeated Kang the Conqueror on several occasions.
That girl with glasses, yes, you can ask questions now.
Yes, it's question.
You can ask questions at any time. This is just when we pay more attention to them.
Or when we pay attention to them. Depending on which one of us we're talking about, yeah. So I'm actually staring at the chat window now. I don't have a news story up that is covering everything.
Is making love layered like a moist onion?
Oh, gross!
Yeah, who said that?
I gotta read out that name because that was awesome.
Yeah.
Who said
Sean
that?
Lee, thank you.
Sean Lee, yes, that was great.
Let's see. Nothing for you here. What do you think of the hashtag CNN blackmail and the great meme war? Oh, I think it's hilarious. I think CNN's they're killing themselves by death by 1,000 cuts. They're just shooting themselves in the foot over and over again. And
yeah,
I mean, between their editorial quality and this kind of bullshit, yeah, they're taking a quick trip to Gawker land is what they're doing.
Jordan250 asked, "What's your favorite kind of cake?" Strawberry by far. I love strawberry cake.
German chocolate.
So good.
Jacob says, "Scribe, my favorite serial killer is the Mad Monk." You mean Rasputin, or do you mean like the albino from the Dan Brown book, Da Vinci Code? I don't know.
Skeptalk asked me, "What serial killer would be the most interesting to write about or model a character on SDA?" Ooh, I would really have to think about that, and I would have to actually look at a bunch of serial killers to really tell you. But I would say that a serial killer that I would probably be, I guess, interested in writing about. It would probably be, because I did actually write about serial killers a little bit when I was younger, and the one I wrote about did a lot of home invasion type stuff, like staking people out, then ending up in their houses and then just like killing them when they get home from something was the archetype that I came up with. We'll have to think about that.
Todd Packer says, thoughts on the BTK killer. That guy was an absolute monster, but also one of the rare ones that would like go to sleep for several years or months in between killings.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if Dennis Rader hadn't like kept trying to get the cops' attention with letters and stuff, they probably never would have caught him. But DNA evidence eventually nabbed him, I think it was. That girl wearing glasses asks, Have you seen the Brazilian movie City of God? If so, what did you think? I saw it years ago, and I recall that I liked it, but it's very vague because didn't that come out like, I don't know, 15 some odd years ago or something? So I don't know. Have you guys ever seen it?
No.
I have not.
Tootsie Boo asked, do we like Criminal Minds? I do.
Never watched it.
Personally.
Let's see. Oh, I'm thinking of Criminal Intent. That was the Law and Order version. Yeah,
but
no,
partially because I think that Reed is hot.
I've never seen Criminal Minds.
Weaponized
if you do, Reed is hot.
Weaponized Retard says I owe him $6 if Tropico 5 sucks. Sorry about that.
Oh.
It's a great game though, so. We missed several of these questions.
Yes.
You guys are on it tonight. Usually we have to beg you for them.
Nothing for you here. Do you think it's dangerous for people online, if organized, to have so much power that they can take down a massive news corporation?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happened with Gawker to a great extent. I mean, Gamergate. I mean, think about Gamergate for a second. The amount of damage that the Gamergate backlash did to Gawker's bottom line after some of the stuff they pulled, or some other sites and things after there was a boycott and messages to advertisers about the kind of stuff they were putting out. If people get organized and get pissed off enough, and understandably over something that is justified, yeah, you can take down a news organization without...
I just want to point out that I made that point and you guys laughed at me.
What?
When?
That if we got organized, that we could probably change a good bit when it comes to news organizations.
When did I laugh at you for that?
I don't remember.
You did, because it was like right after El Paso, I said something about it, and you were like, nah, the internet can't do that. I'm just saying.
I feel like you're remembering that wrong.
I'm not.
The question there was, do you think it's dangerous? And yes, it is dangerous, but that danger is a good thing.
Mm-hmm. That's the balance.
I mean, dangerous for the right people.
The news organizations should be afraid of people calling them out for being all fucked up.
Yeah. Zenith says, what current group would make the greatest movie villains? Well, you mean like Russia for the spies and stuff? Yeah, us.
I think we would. I think we could do some damage.
This stream, the three of us.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We could fuck shit up. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see. Scribe Light, have you watched the plunger fetish porn I sent you? Says Scotch. No. I did click on the link. I saw the freeze frame of what I had to expect from it, and I was like, okay, I don't need to see that.
One Ton Hammer said Spider-Man is 94 on Rotten Tomatoes. Have any of us seen it yet? Scribe has.
Yeah, I saw it earlier today.
I'm going to see it this weekend.
Yeah, the sketchy intent is that after the three of us have seen it, we'll have a longer, focused conversation on it. Short version, I liked it. I have a couple of minor irritations about some things in it, but otherwise, I really enjoyed it. So, what else do we have?
I just made a date to go see it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. Date night. Okay, so both of you will see it so we can talk about either tomorrow night or Sunday or something.
I don't know if I'm going to see it. Hold on, let me text my mom and ask her.
Okay. Well, either way.
Are we going to see Spider Man?
Can you do your southern accent some more, Scribe?
Sorry, what?
No, it's bad.
Can you do your southern accent some more?
Oh, my southern lawyer accent? Or do you want the redneck accent?
Oh, do the redneck. Do the redneck. That's what I meant.
Oh, now I can't do it.
Okay, Ranting Monkey Scrabble SDA, was the Wonder Woman movie any good? It was all right. I didn't like it for very specific story elements that I just don't enjoy. But it was well made. The acting was pretty good. The pacing wasn't bad. The action wasn't bad. If most people liked it a lot, and I can definitely see why they did. It was just certain story elements that rubbed me the wrong way, so it wasn't really my thing.
Well, I did not deign to see it because I do not particularly appreciate DC. I'm a Marvel man.
Well done. I like when you do that. You should say crikey in that accent.
Crikey. Nothing for you here. Do your German accent on what? Okay, I'll do my German accent on the next question, answer, or whatever.
Straight Sith Mail asked, do you guys like or watch The Hard Bastard? He's a YouTube creator, if you guys don't know who he is.
I've never heard of him.
Never heard of him.
I've seen
And
some of
I
his
will-
stuff. I didn't hate it. I just don't have a lot of time to watch anymore, so this is one of the horrible parts about becoming a YouTuber, is that all of the people you used to have plenty of time to watch, you just don't anymore.
Yeah.
So I didn't hate what I saw, but I don't remember much of it.
Your boy Pat says, do you think they ever found who killed Elizabeth Short? And Elizabeth Short is also known as the Black Dahlia. I don't believe they ever have. There's been theories after theories. There was a theory. It was a proto-Zodiac.
A game theory. Sorry.
Excuse me?
A game theory. That's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.
Was that your impression?
No, it's just what he says.
Okay. I know there was a story or a book that came out several years ago called The Black Dahlia Avenger, where this former police detective suggested that his own father was the Black Dahlia killer and presented all this circumstantial evidence, but it all stemmed from a photograph he found in his father's belongings after his father died that he thought was Elizabeth Short. And it's not. But his entire case stems from the fact that his father had that photograph in his possession. And I read this book because I thought, oh, maybe this is a thing. And it really wasn't. So, yeah, I don't think they have.
Do you guys believe in UFOs? Yes, I do believe that sometimes there are objects in the air that are unidentified.
Yeah, they delivered bolt cutters to guys in prison.
Yeah.
I want to believe so bad in aliens visiting Earth. And I want to believe that they look at us and just go, fuck, no. That they just come down and watch us, kind of like South Park when we were just the reality show. Because that would be awesome. Because I don't think aliens would come here for anything other than like harvesting us, and maybe not us, like cows or whatever they wanted. Because if they can fly across the galaxy, chances are they don't need much from us.
No.
Cody Fry asked SGA, who is your favorite Paper Mario 1000-Year Door companion? For fighting, I like Vivian a lot, and just for getting around, I like the Baby Yoshi because fast. And whenever I replay, it's always annoying to get through like the first couple of parts where you don't have the Baby Yoshi.
Wait.
You have to walk slow.
I want to address a question here. Skeptalk asked, how can you be skeptical and believe in aliens? Well, one, if you're skeptical, you should believe in aliens. Because chances are in an infinite universe, there's other life out there that's intelligent. That's just statistically.
Yeah.
How
could you say with any certitude there are no aliens out there? That would not be skeptical. That'd be a matter of faith.
Well, I also don't think that being skeptical means that you have to give up like thought experiments or thinking about things like that or fun.
I also don't describe myself as a skeptic. If you want to see a real skeptic, you need to go watch Armored Skeptic, especially lately. Where he just can't make up his mind about jack shit.
Yeah, I don't describe myself as a skeptic either because some things I think you can go on your gut feeling about. Some things I think don't even like require an intellectual breakdown. I mean, for example, I enjoy tarot cards and I like collecting them. I don't give a shit if it's not a skeptical thing to do. It's something that I like, and I think that's okay. I mean, your life doesn't have to be dominated by intellectual rigor.
I just thought his video on the JonTron thing was so funny because he would not take a side at all. There's this thing when people talk about centrists in politics and like, oh, those are just wishy-washy people. You can be a centrist and still have strong beliefs. It just means you're not all the way right or all the way left. You're in the middle on things. Like,
see, I call that a moderate.
What's that?
A lot of people refer to that as a moderate and then refer to a centrist as somebody who's just like in the middle.
A A centrist and a moderate, in my opinion, are not any different.
Yeah.
I
but
mean, sorry.
But what most people are talking about when they start arguing that you can't be like that is somebody like Armored Skeptic, who will not take a fucking position because, oh my God, I might be wrong. My stated, I'm not anti-feminist or anti-SJW. Rect just said it very good. I am anti-stupid. It doesn't matter who says the stupid. If I see it, I will call it out because I hate stupid. As for whether or not aliens have visited here, it is possible. Is it likely? Probably not. But fuck. If you believe in the theory of evolution, you have to believe that somewhere out there, somewhere, they form far more advanced than we are. The idea that we are the most advanced species in the entire universe, if you believe in evolution, is just silly.
Somewhere out there?
Somewhere out there, there's got to be one more advanced than us.
Somewhere out there, beneath the pale moonlight. Oh. What was that from?
Does not like that movie at all.
She doesn't like the movie? Oh.
That was from like a movie with mouses, right?
Yes. Very good.
You know what movie she does like?
What's that?
She actually loves a Goofy movie.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't like that movie.
I love that movie. Me and her watch it together.
That's good.
American Tail was great. The sequel was lousy.
I actually haven't seen that movie. I just know about it because of the song.
Bible Goes West.
I know something about like tearing Mises to pieces.
Oh, that's good.
I don't know if you guys are old enough to know what that means. Hoodwink might be.
Reminds me of something Looney Tunes.
No, it's something that my dad knows about.
Let's see. What makes a man turn neutral, asks Todd Packer. Lust for gold, power, or were you just born with a heart full of neutrality? Living in Switzerland. I don't know.
I think Armored, like, are you talking about Armored Skeptic? Like, why is he so into being a centrist?
Oh.
Being
Canadian.
Like,
politically...
Being Canadian.
Because politically speaking, like centrist and moderate are two different words for a reason.
Scribe Light, have you heard about the multiverse theory and the alternate universe theory? Yes, I watch TV and sci-fi. I've watched Star Trek and several different. I know all about multiverse and alternate universe, and especially the Flash. If you watch the Flash TV series, there's all sorts about alternate and multiverse. So
yeah, it was the Jinx the cat. See, I knew something about a thing that you guys didn't know, and it's older than you.
Good for you. It doesn't make up for lost time. It doesn't make up for lost time.
No, you bitch me out every time I don't know some random obscure bullshit from the 80s. All right, let me enjoy this.
All right. Carfala says, so my Dungeons and Dragons character was born in Switzerland. If he's true neutral, yes.
See, I like the true neutral character. Somebody who's just doing things that...
Non-committal. It's fun. Let's see. What else? Scribe Light, do you like Neil Blomkamp movies? Not really. I thought District 9 was poop, honestly. Everybody else was like, oh my God, it's so great. Like,
I meant to bring this up. Staff reporter Colleen Bernier.
Yes.
Tagged me in two things on Twitter today. One was fidget spinners for your nipples.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
And the other was a fidget spinner butt plug.
That needs to not be a thing.
No, I think that needs to be a thing for that girl who got the butt plug stuck up her ass.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm thinking you couldn't get that whole fidget up there.
Probably not.
And if you could, it would be really easy to remove because she's very wide.
Scribe Light, have you ever watched the Supernatural TV series? Back in my days where I was really into Tumblr, I tried. I got 2 episodes in and was like, meh. So
Colleen said it was 3 things she sent. I am sorry. My Twitter these days, ever since I got into the whole fucking rage after storm thing, has not slowed down. And I catch what I
it's still
can.
going.
Well, that combined with the vegan thing, yeah, it really is.
Damn.
Oh, speaking of that, Rage has pulled like all but one of her videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why?
Irene Bear was telling me that earlier. I'm guessing it's because the one that she did on race was taken down by YouTube. I don't know if somebody flagged her or if they found it themselves.
Yeah, I'm not too
But
happy that somebody flagged that video.
yeah, I went to download it and it was gone. I was like, oh, well, that sucks. So I'm
Did you
guessing
find somebody that had
maybe she
it?
What's that?
Well, there are re-uploads now in case you still want to do that video.
Oh yeah, I know. No, but I'm guessing she's doing it. That girl with the glasses says she announced it on Twitter. You see, again, I don't get to see everything on Twitter. Did she say why she was doing it? Because my guess would be so that she doesn't get another strike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not, like I said, I'm not happy that that happened because I don't think that it breached community guidelines. She was just peddling pseudoscience, and I think that's easy enough for us to look at and say, hey, this is wrong because X, Y, and Z. Okay, done. I mean, there's just no reason to silence her over it, in my opinion.
No, I agree. If she wanted to take it down because she decided it was the wrong thing, then I have no problem with that. But yeah, having YouTube take down a video, fuck that.
We were just asked, would you vote for Trump in 2020? As of right now, yes, if the election was tomorrow, but I will let you guys know in 2020.
It would all depend on who was running.
Yeah.
As of right now, I abstained from the presidential election this past time because I didn't want either one of them in the office. I don't know if I'll abstain from the next one, depending on who the Democrats can dig up to do it. I can think of several people who I can imagine will try to run against Trump. Elizabeth Warren might take the bite. Cory Booker might take it. Not take it necessarily win, but I mean at least run. I was actually, I was surprised that, maybe I wasn't surprised that Hillary didn't ask Elizabeth Warren to be the running mate because I think Elizabeth Warren had an idea that Hillary wasn't going to make it. Anyway, I guess we'll see.
If by then I know Scribe's real name, I would write in Scribe's name.
Oh, that's so nice.
You wouldn't vote for me?
You're not old enough to be president. I can't.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be. And also, you're not from this country, so.
That's right. You're
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Why call me?
Again, and just to clarify, me mentioning Elizabeth Warren and Cory Booker, these are not endorsements of mine towards those individuals. It's just that those are people I can imagine would try to run in the failure of Hillary and in the reign of Trump. Elizabeth Warren would probably love to run against Trump. I'm just thinking, given her rhetoric in the campaign prior to his election is all.
Who has better boobs, Angela Merkel? And yes, I said Angela because I'm American.
Angela.
Or Hillary Clinton.
Well,
does Hillary have boobs?
Well, Angela Merkel actually has shown off her cleavage before, so I have an idea of what her vast tracts of land look like. Hillary doesn't do that. So just on the basis of knowing versus not, I'd have to say Angela.
Do you think they shave their pubes?
No. Oh, I don't want to think that thought. No, I did. Oh.
Do you think like Hillary has a little tufted heart there?
Oh. No, she
Okay,
she has
SDA ranting monkey scribe light. Can you do a somersault? Yes, I can.
She shaved it in the shape of that
God
arrow
damn it,
on her
Scribe.
campaign signs.
For fuck's sake, scribe, knock it off.
Why are y'all so? It's just pussy hair. Why are y'all so gross by it? What's wrong with Hillary Clinton's pussy hair? Come on. Come on.
I'm fucking done with this conversation.
Okay.
Okay, there's got to be a
Would
question.
you ever
here
use
somewhere.
a fleshlight as a wallet? No.
That video was so gross.
Would
Did
you ever
guys
use
see
a
that?
what?
Yeah, I did.
Who said what?
Lady Monkey tagged me in that gross shit.
Oh.
It's a dude who took a fleshlight and used it as a wallet and dumps it out on the counter.
Oh.
And I'm sure it's not cum because it would have been dried by then, but this cum substance comes out.
Oh.
Fucking gross.
So on that note, a quick programming note, I've just got confirmation, barring there being some kind of change in between, of course, that next Thursday's Thursday night guest will be Based Mama. So next Thursday, if nothing upsets our usual order of rotation here, will be my night again, and Based Mama has confirmed she'll come on as our guest. So there you go.
Cool.
And
right,
on Sunday, if nothing else changes and we don't have to reschedule, I'll be talking to Patty Politics at 8 p.m. my time, which is Eastern time. So we're going to have a chat, and I'm excited about that.
Would it be better if I called it twat hair?
Can you, like, just knock it the fuck off, please?
Cunt hair?
Yeah? Stop.
Okay.
Somebody ask a question that doesn't have to do with Hillary Clinton's cunt hair. Or hair.
Hey, now that's rough. Cunt hair. Jeez. Hi, Goat Man, because you said hi, everybody. Malcav the Mad, what does social justice move into hobbies? Oh, sorry. Why does social justice move into hobbies and try to turn them into social justice preaching platforms? Because social justice is a ideological virus. And so it finds something where it doesn't exist. It plants a seed. It multiplies. It takes over. It moves on to the next one. That's kind of how it works.
SDA, who is your favorite of your fellow monkey streamers? That depends on the day. Right now it's Scribe because he's not trying to talk about Hillary Clinton's snoochadoodle.
Jesus. Scribe Light, do you like Futurama? Jacob asks. I binged Futurama, like all of it, a couple of years ago. So I like it just fine. Most of it's a blur to me at this point.
Lady Garden Grass, what the fuck? Stop! Just stop. My least favorite.
I didn't tell you to read that shit.
Lucky Seven says, "Are you going to see the Castlevania series?" Well, if I remember right, I read in the chat that Pat has already watched it. So, Pat, is it worth watching, or were you just talking about it? I forget. Feminine Forest, says Colleen Bernier.
There you go.
Oh my God. Ranting Sean Lee asks, Ranting Monkey, is nutting in the lady garden grass be a bush baby?
Yes.
Jesus.
I just love the term lady garden. It makes me laugh.
Mommy box. Let's see.
Ooh, if you could control any element of fire, water, earth, and air, which would it be? Well, based on the stuff in the book that I'm writing, air.
Uh-huh. Well, no. Obviously, the one to answer is heart.
I would say water.
You didn't watch Captain Planet, obviously.
No.
I didn't either.
Oh, well, heart was the other. So it was earth, fire, wind, water, and heart. One of the characters had a ring that was heart, which is the stupidest element. It's like the fifth
tufted heart.
It's the fifth element. Yeah, the tufted heart. Yes.
Yeah, well, just to show myself out, I've been working my book, and there's element people in my book, and just the air people can make little mini tornadoes.
Are they called elementals?
Which just sounds like fun. No, they're not.
Oh, what are they called?
They're called huldreers. It's a thing I made up.
Oh, okay.
And it's based on, because I'm obsessed with like Norse stuff and Norse mythology, so it's based on a Norse thingy.
Hey Zenith, do you like gladiator movies? It was mind control, Scarlet. Yeah, it kind of was mind control. It was like, oh, I'm happy now and I'm your friend. Ooh, it was like emotion control. Kind of weird. Still the stupidest of the Captain Planet.
Now I feel bad.
Why is that?
Am I Satan yet? Or said, I can't believe I caught the stream. You came in to hear me talking about old lady pubes.
Bong.
Do we have more questions, guys?
Let's
check on our poll.
Oh, yes. Yeah, check the poll. Is anybody working the poll right now?
Right now, it's close, and it has been the whole time. It's
Hmm.
49% to 51%. Night Lords
Ooh.
is winning.
Night Lords.
Not anymore. I just voted.
Oh, yep. Now Lords of the Night is up 51-49.
Haha. Would you rather ghost hunt?
Yes.
Yes,
I think that
sure.
would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Actually,
Thoughts on
I did.
slavery? It's bad, okay?
I did actually. I went on a specialized ghost hunting tour in New Orleans one time. You go to the graves, the cemetery, and all this other stuff. And of course, it was kind of a scripted tour, but technically you were hunting ghosts. That's as close as I've ever come. As far as like going out with a group of people to, some abandoned asylum or something, I haven't done that yet. Though there was very briefly a TV show. I don't even know if you can find it anymore. It was on, I think, the Discovery Channel. It was called Extreme Paranormal. And what they would do is they would not try to like go find ghosts. They'd try to piss ghosts off so they would appear.
Oh.
So they did all this like crazy, like they went down to a swamp in New Orleans or in Louisiana where it was supposedly very haunted, and they started like doing rituals right there in the middle of the swamp, trying to piss off the spirits of whatever the voodoo spirits down there. It was a very weird show. I think it only had like 3 episodes before they canceled it. I've got 2 of them saved on my computer somewhere. But yeah, that show was something else.
I think it would be great. I believe just enough in Ghost for it to be fun for me.
Mm-hmm.
Monkey, you are so gross.
Oh my God.
I'm trying to read the chat for questions, and you're just in there being a disgusting monkey being.
I feel like you're judging me harshly.
I am.
Ranting Monkey, Scribe Light, Something American. What is the most obscure book you've ever read, and did you like it? The most obscure thing I think I've read is a book called Where the Evil Dwells by, I believe his name was Charles Simak. It is like the sort of boilerplate fantasy adventure story. There was a class I took in high school that was like fantasy sci-fi literature or something, and my teacher in that class had like this beat up old copy of it. Okay. And I had to give it back at the end of the class, but I liked the book so much I had to do all this searching to find a copy, because so far as I know it's never been reprinted since then, and it took me forever, but I finally found a beat up old paperback of it. And yeah, it's like your basic fantasy novel where like has to go off to fight an evil wizard, and he's got a friend who's like a giant and all this other stuff. It's very very basic but very entertaining.
So I don't know if this is obscure. I don't think it is, because she's not an obscure author, but at the time it felt obscure. I read a book by Sophie Jordan called, it was the Fire Night series. I read the first 2 books of that, and then I was looking for more stuff to read by her, because at the time I liked those books, and
being abused.
I found I'm talking. I found an adult book that she wrote, and I was like, I'm gonna read this, and it ended up being just like an erotica book, and my 15-year-old brain was just scarred for life.
Whoever told her to get my nipples, you're a mean person.
Get him, Lady Monkey. Get his nipples.
She already did. Now my nipple hurts.
Oh, sore nipples. Is there
Hillary Clinton has sore nipples?
Is there a cocktail called the sore nipple?
Oh, there should be.
I know there's a buttery nipple. It should be purple or something. It should be like somehow blue and purple, like maybe with like sapphire gin or something.
The purple nurple. There should be one.
Purple nurple. Yeah, I'm sure there was one. Yeah. One day I want there to be a drink called the Scribe Light. Oh, well, there's a challenge for you. Hey, come up, tweet us the recipes for what would make up a ranting monkey, a Scribe Light, or a Some Dumb American. I'd be curious to see what people come up with for a cocktail.
If it's one for me, tequila.
Oh yeah, because you're part Chihuahua.
No, I just like tequila. I can drink straight tequila.
No, I don't have nipple hair. I do not. That's disgusting.
I do. Oh, I do. I have nipple hair. Yeah.
Okay, we have a serious question real quick, and then we can get back to nipple hair.
Okay.
What's your most hated book or movie trope or cliche?
Oh, probably the he came out of retirement for one last job or whatever the hell, whatever the hell that is. I hate that shit.
The Prodigal Son.
Yeah.
What are we being asked?
What's your most hated trope?
Oh.
In books or movies?
Definitely a grumpy MC that's just not having fun with anything that's happening. Because if you're not having fun, how am I supposed to have fun?
I saw this one go by. What's your favorite flavor of Pop-Tart? Mine is chocolate. I love chocolate Pop-Tarts.
Ooh, I like the fudge ones.
I don't eat Pop-Tarts.
Okay. Very tough question. Totally defines you as a person, cat or dog. I think that both animals are good for different reasons and for different people.
Cat.
And I love them both.
Cat.
Pussy all the way.
Mm-hmm.
If Ranting Monkey doesn't have nipple hair, that means he shaves his chest. No, you shouldn't have hair on your nipples.
Born hairless because he's Asian. The 1 Ton Hammer says, my favorite Pop-Tart? Lucky. Aww. That's funny and cute. Let's see. Now I have a hairy chest. Not like gorilla thick hair. I'm just kind of fuzzy, but I've got a hairy chest.
I have a hairy chest. I'm a man, damn it.
I'm a man. Scribe Light, did you play Planescape Torment? I've never played that game. I've heard a million wonderful things about it. I think if I tried to play it now, it's so antiquated it'd probably just frustrate me rather than fascinate me.
Favorite type of smoothie? Vanilla milkshake.
Some variant of like strawberry banana. I like those.
Oh, strawberry banana. I like strawberry banana smoothies. I also like strawberry banana baby food.
What the fuck?
What? Does monkey have gross pubes? If you mean gross, like in the German where he has a lot, then yeah, he has a lot of pubes.
That's my 20,000 K or 20K reveal. My
no.
He'll pull down his underwear just enough to see.
No.
Cody Fry, I missed your question. Ask it again. I'm sorry.
Yeah, guys. If you ask something and we don't get to it, I can't promise we will get to it, but definitely don't think that we're just ignoring you necessarily. Repeat it again, and we'll get to it.
Sometimes we get wordy, or I start talking about old people's pubes.
And then 17 chat things go by, and then we miss it.
But I'm watching for it, Cody. So if you ask again, I'll get it.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Gross is large in German. Yes. So he has large pubic hairs. What do you want?
SDA, you eat baby food. Yeah, I eat baby food.
She eats babies.
Some baby food is good. Some of it's disgusting.
Get in my belly.
All right, bite me.
Was she roboting just then, or was that me?
I think that had to be her because I heard it too.
Okay.
Oh.
The only part that came through was bite me.
Yeah.
Well, that was the important part.
Jacob Jimenez asks, Scribe, how much monkey dick have you taken? Well, I never take. I pay for it.
It's not taken. Okay, here it is.
Yes.
What? Oh, the most obscure book is. You guys both answered and I didn't. I can't think of one. If I start reading a book I don't like, I put it down and leave it.
Well, not a book you didn't like, but like something really, really obscure.
Yeah, obscure would be something I wouldn't like.
Oh, okay.
Have you seen the old black and white Addams Family? Yes, I used to watch it as a kid.
She's Wednesday Addams. That's where her look comes from.
Okay, favorite movie side character.
All right, last call, guys. We have 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes on 7-7.
Han Solo.
Han Solo. Let's see. Does Bay use characters of color in her stories too? Alpha Omega asks.
I don't know. I don't know if she uses cocks.
Cox.
I use cocks.
Oh yeah, you do.
Oh, and I've decided that Jinx is now a doc because he's a dog of color.
Dr. Jinx.
This is one we've had before. Your favorite horror film? Mine is the original Nightmare on Elm Street.
Favorite horror film?
Yeah.
God, probably Requiem for a Dream.
I'm not a big fan of watching horror movies anymore, but the one that I watched the most times was probably The Ward because it was on Netflix.
Jack Cochran asks, is Mazes and Monsters the best Tom Hanks movie? It's up there. It's up there next to Bachelor Party.
Bachelor Party is the best.
Yeah, Bachelor Party is a tough one to beat. It'd probably
Big was
go.
pretty good.
It'd probably go Bachelor Party, Joe versus the Volcano, and Mazes and Monsters.
Ash Fowl asks, SDA, are there any woo-woos in your book? Yes, actually there are. There's one, his name's Ryder, he's one of the main characters, and he is 3/4 woo-woo. If you want to see what he looks like, I'll retweet it on Twitter because I tweeted out this stuff of what my characters
What were you going to say, Monkey?
If you could be another person for one day, who would it be? I would like to be Lady Monkey, and I would spend all day playing with myself.
I would like to be Bill Gates so I could transfer all of my money into my account.
See, we just have different goals in life.
That girl wearing glasses says, who is really the real Batman?
Which actor?
Michael Keaton is pretty much how... I mean, Adam West did, like, the Batman... Yeah.
I think Adam West was a good Bruce Wayne. I think
yes,
Michael Keaton was a good Bruce Wayne. Batman, for actually Batman, I liked Val Kilmer.
Really?
I think he looked the part the best, yeah.
I
think he was a horrible Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, if you just look the part, then Ben Affleck did a really good job. But
see, I don't think so. I think he looks so that outfit they have him in just makes him look like a juiced up mongoloid. He looks horrible. He looks fucking horrible.
A juiced up mongoloid.
He's got no fucking neck, and I know Batman is wearing a cowl, but I mean he has a neck.
Yeah. What about Christian Bale? No, I didn't like Christian Bale as Batman. No. Honestly, I didn't even think.
I like Ben Affleck.
I didn't think, actually, Christian Bale was average. He didn't do horrible. He didn't do great. He wasn't a very good Bruce Wayne. He wasn't a very good Batman, but he wasn't the worst. George Clooney was the worst Bruce Wayne in Batman ever. Yeah. I still like Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. He got that sort of awkward playboy thing right that didn't look like... He seemed non-offensive when he was Bruce Wayne, so you didn't think of him as like this badass crime fighter.
Well, the thing about Bruce Wayne is he's supposed to be aloof. He's not actually supposed to be a dickhead.
Well, yeah, and Michael Keaton did that. He was aloof.
Yeah,
and he wasn't a dickhead.
He was excellent as him. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 2-minute warning, everybody. 2-minute warning. Let's see. Nothing for you here. What is the most ironic thing you have ever seen, experienced?
Jesus fuck.
Well, I don't know what the most is. The one that comes to mind is Gawker being hoisted on its own petard and becoming a gossip story itself. I don't know.
Skeptok Magoon isn't being serious. He's just trying to get a rise out of you.
Yeah.
Because that's what Magoons do. You really should drop the N off that dude.
Is he Mr. Magoon?
Yeah, he's just Mr. fucking Magoo.
Mr. Magoo. Oh, my dear. Do you remember the voice of Mr. Magoo and who that was?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know who he was.
So it was Jim Backus who played Thurston Howell III on Gilligan's Island.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep. Let's see.
For how much money would you go vegan for life? Oh God, it would have to be a lot. I have a price. I don't hate vegan food. I really don't. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't hate vegetables. I like vegetables. But I like meat as well. So it would have to be something, in the $7 maybe 8-figure range.
Well, I think
And
that's where we'll. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Max.
Well, let's check on the poll one more time before we cut out for the time
Yeah,
being.
let me do that. Let me
What's the poll
refresh
say?
it real quick here. But
Remember, there's a poll on Monkey's
Ooh,
Twitter right
Lords of
now.
Night is winning 56% to 44%. If you guys
Lords
want
of
to
the
vote,
Night.
go see Monkey on Twitter, or you can come see me on Twitter because I retweeted it.
Yes.
And let us know what you want us to be called.
Lords of the Night. All right, guys. Everybody in chat, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who donated. I hope you liked your ads. Let's see. So tomorrow night we are on Monkey's channel.
yes.
Indeedy.
Yes. Okay, we're on Monkey's channel Saturday night. Unless something changes, it should be at the usual time, yes, at 9 p.m. Eastern and 6 p.m. Pacific.
Yeah, and we may continue the conversation about Hillary Clinton's pubic hair.
We will not be continuing that conversation.
And depending on the movie viewing timing of everyone, we may or may not talk about Spider-Man tomorrow night. So
Yeah, we should be going to see it tomorrow, and then if Monkey goes to see it, we can talk about Spider-Man.
Yay! All right, so everybody stay tuned for that. Again, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Monkey, SDA, thank you for joining me as usual. And as always, thank you for watching. Night-night.
Bye,
Bye, guys.